He met his untimely demise a couple of weeks ago, Kevin Samuels. And albeit I didn't agree with much of what he said, right? I believe that everyone has the right to voice their opinion. I just didn't tune in. It didn't resonate in my spirit, right, to continue to listen to what the gentleman had to say. So I didn't bother to listen. It didn't mean anything to me, right? But a lot of people, a lot of women took it to heart, right? Especially women my age and above, because of course we want love. We want to feel desired. That's how we are hardwired, right? We want to feel like we still got it. And for all intents and purposes, we do. We still got it. The brothers is just telling us they don't want it. With that being said, hi everyone, my name is Angie and welcome to Bubbles and Saws. Today, I'm going to be discussing what it's like to date while in your 50s. I am a New Yorker and I am in my 50s, and I just want to share some of the things that I am experiencing. I was once married, and I was married for a long time. So coming back out on the dating scene is interesting, to say the least, right? Different from the time when, I was a teenager or a young adult. There were steps that you would have to take in order to get to the final stages of dating and then segueing into marriage. So let's get into it. I wrote a few things down, and I want to start with some of my thoughts from the beginning stage, which in my humble opinion should be from the ages of 18, right? That's when you begin dating with the prospect of marriage. Anything before that is just dating, practicing, right? From the ages of, let's say, 15 to 17, you're practicing. But 18 is, for the most part, legal, and you can marry at that age, right? For the most part, without permission from your parents. So let's talk about the stages first. Ages 18 to 35 is pretty much, those are the ages where a woman is considered at her most fertile here in the United States. And so those years would be dedicated to finding a suitable mate that is going to support you in that stage of life, right? What stage? Your pregnancy, right? So you are going to need a dependable mate that is not in it for the giggles, right? You're going to need a man. Most women will need a man that is going to support her through that stage of pregnancy in whatever capacity she finds acceptable for support. She doesn't need someone who's just going to hit it and quit it and leave her holding the bag in terms of rearing his children. So she's going to look for certain things, right? In that man. Is he dependable? Is he reliable? Is he someone that she could confide in, right? Will he be protective, right? Will he provide a sense of security, right? Right? Those are the things that she will look for in a prospective husband. Will he be a good father? Is he going to be attentive and loving and protective? All of those things fall up underneath that umbrella. So it stands to reason that dating for a woman from the ages of 18 to 35 would be different than from a woman from the ages who's about to either be in her menopausal stage or is in her menopausal stage or is postmenopausal. So let's, all right. Okay. So as you know, I am over the age of 50. And I have discovered a sense of freedom, right? Freedom in the sense that I've already had my family, right? I've already reared my children, and I am now in grandma mode. What does that mean? What does that look like? I'm not your average grandma, and many women in my age group, we're not average grandmas. We don't walk around with muumuus and bake apple pies and all that other stuff, which there's nothing wrong with that. If that's what floats your boat, then by all means, wear your muumuu and bake your apple pie. Shit, I love apple pie. But for the most part, that's not the role that we're adopting in our 50s. And I think that we're choosing to live more vibrant lives because for the most part we're experiencing the difference in the men, right? They're not really taking us seriously, right? In terms of dating and mating. We're not really prospects, right? Because men our age, they may want to hold on to a bit of their virility. And how a man proves that is he can still have children. When we're not our age, my age, we're not at that stage. We're wise. We're still beautiful. We're still attractive and juicy, right? But because of menopause, we're not able to provide that. And that's just the fact of it all, right? And so men, they may want to play around with us. Sorry for the airplane noise. They may want to have a little roll in the hay with us from time to time, but they're not going to take us seriously. We're not going to be considered for marriage for the most part, not all the time. So let me say that, there are a lot of women my age, older, who do find suitable husbands and who do get married, right? But for the most part, men our age, they're looking for a little bit younger because they want to prove their virility. They want to have more babies. Maybe they want to start a second family. They want to, right the things that they may have gotten wrong It's a lot of planes. I don't know if they're leaving or coming in this city. I don't know what's going on. It's a lot of noise happening. But as I was saying, they may want to prove their virility. They may want to start a second family. Maybe they feel as though they failed the first time around, so they want to try again, and so they're going to look for younger women in order to establish that reality for themselves. I ain't mad at them. You do you, boo. And what I find is women over their 50s now, we're traveling. We are experiencing life on our own terms, taking sabbaticals and doing these I don't know how do you say it, but I don't want to say soul searching, but we're definitely learning about ourselves in a new and different way, and we're showing up for ourselves in that way. I think for the most part, a lot of women my age, we are very supportive of one another because we do understand that there is a sort of a void, so to speak, in the sense that men really don't want to take you too seriously, at least not African American men, right? I live in a diverse city, and you have a lot of men from other parts of the world that do strike up interest. They do want to date, mate, and or marry. And for some of my peers, some of my friends, that is an option for them. They'll go outside of their culture, out of the American culture. It's a lot of planes, my goodness. That is something that I'm not quite comfortable with. Not to say that it is it's something that I can't see myself doing, but it's just something that, I'm used to a certain type of man. I've grown up around Americanized men for the most part, even though my dad was from the Caribbean, and I love Caribbean men. I think that they are quite beautiful men. It's just that I am Americanized, and so I'm used to, I grew up, my peers were American men, and so for me, that is the perfect prototype to settle down with again. Right? And I've dated some, American men, that's those American Afro-American men. Those are the only type of men that I've dated, and it is not easy, right? It's not very easy because I think for the most part, we're coming with our own set of baggage, right? And we sort of, we're a little bit like insecure to a certain degree. And we, women my age, we know game. We know the game. Men my age, we know the game. And it frustrates them, right? It does. It frustrates them because they can't talk circles around us. And it could be quite challenging. It can be very challenging. This is one busy evening with these planes. Busy evening. So, I've learned that in the grand scheme of things, when it comes down to dating, I don't take things too seriously. I have fun. I enjoy the company. Yeah, that's my experience thus far when it comes down to dating. You know, by the time you reach my age, ladies, I would hope that you're in a place where you are enjoying your life fully and you're taking advantage of the things that are accessible in terms of traveling, and you're doing things outside of the scope of family, right? Then that if you've established a family from the ages of 18 to 35, right? And your children are all grown up and they are out of the house and you're an empty nester, well, it's the perfect time now for you to take up hobbies, maybe take up some type of course that's going to enhance your life, broaden your knowledge in certain things. It's a perfect time, right? You know, many times you come across individuals online that will make you feel like it's over. Even when you're 27, I've heard some outrageous claims, and it's so not right, right? I'm here to tell you, there is life outside of marriage, if that's what you want, right? There's life inside of marriage, if that's what you want. It's about what you want, right? And so, with that being said, is there anything else I need to say? I don't think so. I think I've said a lot, quite a bit. I will say this. Being in your 50s is all what you make it, ladies. You have the opportunity to make your life what you want it to be. I suggest that you do just that. Really rest in your femininity, and you get to decide what that is. That's it for now. But before I go, let me show you something. This is my vanilla bean extract. I made it yesterday. Right, let me give you a little close-up of it. Those are the luscious beans at the bottom. I did a video making this, showing you how I made it. At any rate, thank you for watching. I hope I didn't ramble on too much. I hope that you learned something from this video. I hope that I've inspired you to live, ladies. There is life after 27. I promise you there is. There's a lot of life. That's for you young men too, right? There's a lot of good things out here. Good people out here. It doesn't stop, y'all. Anyway, I wish you love, light, peace, and joy. Until next time. Bye. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hey Priscilla, time to go.